Hello, this is Deadcode, and I am about to show you how I run Calvary. A few people have reached out and asked me to do this video. Honestly, people have been asking me to do some sort of tutorial on Calvary for quite some time, and I haven't really gotten around to it because I've been lazy, and also I don't really record or do any streaming, so this is a little bit foreign to me. But anyway, let's get into it. So my theory on Calvary is a little bit different than most folks. Most folks I see running around with Bakshi or Theo as commanders. They're attempting to get more strength or more health. I do not believe in that at all. I believe that running Bakshi as a cavalry is actually a very bad idea. I like to focus on speed, skill, damage, and rage generation. And the theory behind that is that Calvary, you're playing to its strengths in that case. Calvary is the one legion that has mobility as its center. It's faster than all the other units. It also does not have a lot of health or endurance, so it gets killed fairly quickly if too many people gang up on it. However, Calvary has a unique advantage in a few circumstances, one of which I'll show you right here. Many people probably know about this, but let's see. So if you go over here to the skills in a knight, you'll notice that it shows you some of the skills that that unit has. It has melee cavalry units have the highest march speed. There's unyielding rush, which is the thing I'm going to talk about. There's also knights, have bad counterattack. Basically, they deal half damage in counterattack to a ranged unit. But the thing we're going to focus on is unyielding rush. So this is what makes Calvary worth having. And honestly, it's the reason why I play with Calvary. Unyielding rush basically means, if you've seen Calvary, you notice that when they start running towards you, when they get somewhat close to you, they start running faster. This happens on all units, so you'll run faster towards infantry, you'll run faster towards ranged units. But particularly what we're interested in here is ranged units. It says, after colliding with a ranged legion, the hero commanding this legion gains 1,000 rage. This effect can be triggered once every 12 seconds. Now there's actually season talents that decrease the amount of time the unyielding rush, and there's one that increases the speed and the range of it. There's one that has you take 20% less damage when you use unyielding rush. It also has the rush skill cooldown reduced by 15%. That's really awesome, honestly. And also another one that has you do take less damage when you're attacking a ranged unit with unyielding rush. Now the way this works is, so if you come out with your cavalry units, and I typically run 2 at the same time. I'll talk about that, why I do that in further, in some future videos I'll do. But essentially the way it works is, so if I run this cavalry unit into another cavalry unit, this one over here, you'll see that I speed up once I get close to it. See, I speed up a little bit. And then when I attack it, I'm just doing regular normal attacks, and you can see I'm filling up on my rage, but I haven't done any rage skills. I guess I have one on my artifacts, so I use my artifacts. Anyway, let's run away from that. Actually, yeah, let's run away from it. I just wasted the CP, but that's okay. So let me find a ranged unit. So over here is archers. Now watch how this works differently on archers. So when I come over to this archer, watch as I speed up when I come up towards it, and then watch when I hit, I immediately do my rage. Boom, here comes rages, rage 1, rage 2, rage 3, rage 4. And look how quickly that ranged unit died. So this is what we're going for, and this is how I play Calvary. What I do is I essentially look for other ranged units on the field, typically enemies, obviously not Darklings, but no wars are going on right now. And I just basically jump from one to the next. And I have all my talents and everything set up to kill those ranged units as quickly as possible. So I have it down to roughly about 7 seconds. When I enter battle on second 0, I will hit, quadruple rage skills with all my commander and deputies. And then about 4 or 5 seconds later, I will hit my second quadruple rage skills. And then at around 6 or 7, I will hit my artifact. Usually that's enough to kill any ranged unit in about 7 seconds. If they're not dead, they are extremely crippled at that point in the red and will die shortly afterwards. So what I do is I run around the map and I look for ranged units. Now, if you focus entirely on speed like I do, it's very easy to run around the map. It's very easy to get away from anybody who you don't want to battle with. Basically, nobody can catch you. Even the flying units, they can't really catch you. They can keep up with you, but they don't catch you, and they can't stop you because they can't block your way or anything like that. So essentially, you have full reign of the map to run around. And you want to leverage that. You want to run away from situations that are bad. If you have a group of units coming at you who will kill you very quickly, which is pretty much any group of units of any type, you want to run away from them. And when you run away, and I'll have to show you this in future videos where I actually have battles, when you run away, those units have one of two choices. They can chase after you or they can go back home. If they chase after you, they will naturally spread out because every unit has a different speed. And that's when you can turn back and kill the stragglers or isolate the few that you want to kill. So that's kind of the basics of Calvary. I'm also going to go into the talents, so I'll do that in a future video so these don't end up being too long.